She's a member of a group called Greenstorm.
Come on, man. No introduction, V. Jordan, how are you?
You said you thought we might need some help.
Yep, some help and some guidance.
Let's hear it.
Okay, well, Prosper Sovereign Pipeline, as you know, means to supply the Midwest with gas at a rate of 500 pounds per square inch, right? It's this high-pressure, high-wave natural gas screaming through our communities, and it's nearly finished. And we know they're going to work because they're sending spies into our group. We know this. But they're winning.
She's
so
on
I'm trying to think
bullshit.
of a solution. Liz.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. If you look right here, okay, this is a major section of the pipeline that's yet to be started. And what makes this area unique and why it's yet to be developed is that access to it's tricky, okay? There are only 2 roads that can support the construction traffic, and they're both fed into this highway here, all right? This is Highway 75, and that highway crosses that bridge right there. That's the Salisbury Bridge. It spans the Sally River at the tune of 2,000 square feet. So, we shut that bridge down, and they would have to reroute all of this construction traffic all the way around to this bridge up here, okay? This would set them back months. I mean, this would be a huge blow financially for them.
It's nice work. You
Thanks.
come up with this all on your own?
Well, me, Ava, and of course, Eric here pointed out that we are a little short on manpower.
I said it would only work if we had an organization behind it.
Well, I've done stuff like this, but it's never fun. We tried to shut down construction in Sandusfield. We suspended ourselves over the highway for 2 days. The state cops actually lit a fire under me.
I remember.
They like to burn witches in Massachusetts.
I remember watching that trial on TV. When you poured that glass of water over that CEO's head, it was a big deal.
The theatrics play well on the news.
Well, we're looking for a little more than theatrics. We are looking to do real damage to Prosper.
Sure, but how long do you think you can hold the bridge?
Well,
Half the cops now are ex-forces. They treat this stuff like it's Fallujah. You ever done anything like this before? How serious are you?
Okay, Reed. I said I vouched for the guy, and I meant it.
Yeah, and I do too.
Sure you do, sweetie. I can tell by that look in your eye.
Okay, Reed.
Yeah, she suspects this guy. She's like, wait, I'm gonna go get some fresh air. She's immune.
Sure you're not putting on a show to impress the pretty young activist?
give me Reed.
David.
Yeah, just give me a second.
She knows that guy's full of shit.
He's a good guy.
Hey, how long have you known him?
Long enough.
I know what she sees in him, but you?
Look, he's serious, he's loyal, and he's not afraid of action. Honestly, sometimes it kind of scares me. He nearly killed Peter. Okay, well, there you go.
He killed Peter.
Wow.
See?
So we have it confirmed. He's in love.
He's in love.
All right, so you're going to help us in that?
I'll take you to meet the others at Convergence.
Fantastic.
They'll hear you out.
Convergence.
Let's talk about the details outside. Close spaces now. Let's see.
Do you think Karen is concerned that he flipped for real? That he fell in love with her so hard, and that's why Karen is concerned, because she seemed to be his handler?
I think that this is that's probably where this is going.
But also at the beginning, you see a clip of a blonde woman, and Karen is a blonde woman saying, "I love you too."
That's not Karen, though.
Oh, who is that?
Well, because we saw us coming in, and then we saw the blonde woman. They're 2 totally different. The first woman we saw isn't even blonde.
Oh, I guess I'm an idiot. Who is that woman?
The one that says "I love you," right?
Yeah.
So the one that says "I love you" is like a bright blonde. Karen is kind of like a honey color.
Yeah.
And
that
they're
makes
also,
sense.
I don't think they're the same.
Who is she? I
don't
wanna
think they're the
know.
same ethnicity either.
Oh, whoops! Yikes!
That's.
I want to
just-
know who P Woman is. Who is P Woman?
Yeah. Who's P Woman? Okay, so we have.
Wait.
Hey.
Hey. Whoa.
Out of your hair.
That's her partner, I assume.
Yeah.
So I guess that's to confirm that Karen has no relationship with what's his face.
Probably.
I'm in Greenstorm, armed and ball. Myself an exception. You think Riordan suspected anything?
She's just paranoid. Here, you can have this. Looks like a belt buckle. If you find it, call the cock cam.
You're not gonna wear it?
This goes into evidence. I want to be on that video. The government types are okay. This is your crusade, but I'm trying to make a living. When this goes down, Riordan will be out for revenge, and she knows it. When she looks at you, it's like she can see right in your soul.
Yeah. Okay. You want to run her one more time?
Sure.
Let's do it. Yes.
I don't get it. How long are you closing the bridge for?
Well, I reckon we can close the bridge for about a week. You know, we get some hanging tents on the suspension. We were talking about getting a truck up there, maybe turning it over, flipping it.
I don't see how you think you're going to hold it that long. I was in Portland for the icebreaker, and they got through after 2 days.
That was different, though. They were going under the bridge.
2 days a week. It still doesn't move the needle.
Damn, you're coming at me, man.
Yeah, well,
All right.
let's see what you got.
All right. Well, look, do I think a week's going to change the world? No, I don't. But we have to do something. And if I can make the bridge disappear, then I would.
It doesn't need to disappear. It just needs to stop being a bridge. And this is where Riordan will say, fortune favors the bold.
Fortune favors the bold. Well, I do have a plan B.
Yeah.
Go on.
The bridge has 4 main support foundations, right? Now, if we attach explosives to one of those pillars, just one, we take that whole bridge down. Like bridge over the River Kwai, right? And we can do it at night, so nobody gets hurt, you know? We just don't know where we can find that amount of explosives.
They would call us terrorists.
Well, they already do, right? The history of America, bomb making is how you teach truth to power, right? You want to stop the pipeline, right? And this is where I'll look at everybody. So, let's stop the pipeline. Let's scare them. Okay, because Prospering's project's going to poison our communities for generations to come. They're already hanging them out to dry. Right? Saginaw, Midland, Flushing, Flint, you name it.
Stop talking. You have them with the America and bombs bit. Just keep quiet, no matter how much you want to talk. People hate silence. Let them fill it.
And then you and I will toast each other over some tofu dogs.
That mistake so much.
Go get one right now.
So they're both spies.
A method. I can't bring Kerry like that. Plus, they can smell it on you.
Oh.
That girl of yours, Evie, she'd taste it.
Nig's Ava.
Do you understand?
One hell of a good job.
Get off my book.
So sweet. You guys do the thing.
What?
This is where you guys do your thing.
Where they fuck?
Yeah. It's the fuck cabin, you know, on the front of the boat.
Yeah, this is his boat for sure. But,
Yeah, okay, so we have a lot of possible things.
I kind of want to say fortune favors the bull because I want to
Yeah.
see.
Or you could just put fortune.
Here we go.
Right? I mean, fortune favors the bold, right?
Look.
What,
She's onto
Eric,
him.
you on board with this? You want to go up the bridge?
Look, I want to do this.
Let's everybody.
Hey, it's okay, Tom. David, Eric, why don't you guys go outside?
Do they have a fire inside the tent?
Yeah, I think she's definitely onto him because that guy says when she looks at you, it's like she can look into your soul.
Mm-hmm.
So she can feel the bullshit.
She can sense the bullshit.
Yeah.
I still have your fortune cookie.
Oh.
You just let that fall out of your mouth?
Your hidden talents will soon be revealed. Your hidden talents will soon be revealed in bed. Oh, and your record came in. Yep. You can come by and pick it up anytime, or I can bring it by later. I should go.
Okay.
What do you want to look up?
So let's look up. We could look up pipeline. That might get us a bunch of things we've already seen, but.
Wait, this looks like they're about to do the pipeline.
Protesting Prosperous Sovereign Pipeline.
On Thanksgiving, families across America come together to celebrate and to give thanks for food and family. But this holiday also erases the genocide in our history, the theft of the land and its resources that was the foundation of America.
This theft continues today. The government acts in favor of corporations and allows them to brutalize the land, water, and people. All for what? To sell more fossil fuels? For corporate profits. This pipeline will pollute the water and bring illness and death.
So we encourage all of you to protest peacefully to block further pipeline development and to protect the land for future generations. Water is life. Say no to the sovereign pipeline.
I mean, I'm on board. Not with like. It's tough because like I agree with like a lot of the sentiment about what they're doing, but it gets really tricky when you're like, what are the methods that are acceptable to?
Well, he's kind of pushing the organization to go further than they want to do because they
Yes.
are all like, "Oh, we protest," and he's telling them to blow shit up.
Well, and I think that the reason for that is because like once people go from peaceful protesting to like we caused damage, we hurt people, whatever, then the government has a lot more leeway to crack down.
Yeah,
I think so.
He's committing entrapment, though.
I think so.
I think he is because they weren't going to do that in the first place, and he's the one who is egging them on. And I wonder if Karen is trying to prove that that's what he did. I wonder if because she's going rogue right now by taking those files.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she's trying to prove that they are all innocent and he did it. You know what I mean?
Oh. Interesting. But I guess my question is, like, if he's working on behalf of the government, like, wouldn't they be telling him to entrap them? Like, why would he
That's why she's going rogue, because she probably thinks that the government told him to do this to entrap them, and she has the evidence to show that he did that. And that's why she had basically a hacker give her these files.
I guess, but like, oh, so you're assuming that she's on their side and not his side?
It could have been that she flipped after watching these files and being like, wait a second, this isn't right. I'm going to whistle blow.
Yeah.
It's not like she's with them. I think she sees everything that's happened and goes, wait, this is illegal.
Oh, maybe she's whistleblowing on the government. I just
Yeah,
want to
she's
believe that
whistleblowing.
I want to believe that he's good. So like I'm trying to come up with like a narrative where like they made him do it.
You want to believe that the murderer?
Yeah. You know that's like my
maybe he's not good, or well, no, maybe he's just really bad and has one thing he cares about. You know?
I do think it's funny how it's like I can see my brain like falling into the trap where I'm like, no, like he's okay, and you're like, Stacey, he's a murderer, and I'm like, but
justified murder, but
why am I like this?
I'm pretty sure everybody's like this because that's why we have the Twilight series.
Okay,
it's okay.
Everyone always gives me a hard time about falling in love with like maniacal people, and then I do it every single time.
You know, fucking a bunch of serial killers have female followings.
Oh my god, I am not a Bundy stan. Stop it.
Well, Stacey, I feel
What?
like if Bundy was today, you might have been sending him a few letters.
Oh,
Just saying.
Wow.
I'm sorry that you're a Bundy stan, but it has to be said.
Prosperous is building a liquid gas pipeline across the heart of Michigan. The pipeline would transport gas for export and
Can
sale
you guys not
outside
vlog
of America.
post-sex?
Look, the destruction caused by the pipeline, the risks of a leak, all for the sake of corporate profits. I mean, the pipeline is a disaster and a crime.
The crisis in Kalamazoo River in 2013 would be nothing compared to a natural gas disaster.
Already, groups of environmental soldiers are making camps along the pipeline route to block and sabotage the attempted construction.
Yeah, but there are ways that you can help too. Easy ways that don't require you to get out of bed. Check out the links below for details of everything we're talking through here.
Prosperin is owned by its shareholders and investors, and they operate purely for profit. If we hit them financially, they will notice. Prosperin is traded on special exchange, which requires market makers to enable them to have their stock bought and sold. We provided a list of all market makers currently used by Prosperin. That's down right there. And we are going to work our way down this list. Please call them up and tell them that you don't want them working with Prosperin. Call them when they're sleeping, email them a lot, send snail mail, make them feel unhappy enough to stop trading Prosperin. Let's cripple the company financially where they really feel it.
Look, this is why last year the Federal Bureau of Investigation called green groups the #1 domestic terror threat. Really. Follow the money, and then find a way to take that money from the corporations who live to exploit the people.
Ava and I are going to stay in this bed until this is done.
Stop the pipeline, stay in bed.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
What? You closed it. You were so distressed.
Get out of here.
I can't do it anymore.
I can't. It was too much.
Okay. Let's try.
Wait, we're not done doing
Oh,
this.
okay.
Protesters tonight, you've all faced are welcome to come. Details on Facebook. David.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Yeah.
We didn't scare you off.
No, not easily scared.
It's normally a little busier, but well, as you heard, some of our members are at Silver Ridge.
Yeah.
We shut down the access roads for 40 minutes today.
I heard about that. I actually been meaning to get up there.
It's a good way to get a lay of the land. Yeah. Go ahead. Help yourself. We'll start back up again at 5 on the Prosperin push. We're calling shareholders to ask them to invest in the people of the River Valley.
Great. Done. Okay.
See ya.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, I've been out to Chinese food every single day this week, and no luck.
Yeah, I thought you would have come by the store to check up on your order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna take a little while. I had to order it from England just to get the perfect copy.
Oh, wow. Extra authentic. Would you give me some coffee?
Yeah.
Did you know Pop, he recorded that?
Oh, shit.
And then your namesake mixed it here in LA, so that's been across the pond twice now?
You are an expert. You want some milk?
No thanks. Actually, I looked it up when I ordered it for you.
I see. You didn't want me to out-trivia.
No. Well, why didn't you just order it off the internet?
That's more old-fashioned. You gotta support your local record store. They turn into Starbucks.
Wait, who do you think supplies the coffee here? No, it's a community gesture.
Wait. If I were to, just dunk, would that mean I sold out?
You like to dunk your cookies? Would you like to get a drink somewhere?
Like right now?
No, I mean sometime.
Like drink, or like we're gonna call Prosperin investors boring?
I mean, sure, we could call some investors, but I was thinking more of a drink. There's this old man bar, the tavern. They have this jukebox built with Joni Mitchell albums.
Yeah, so.
Cool. Yeah, I'll call you. I have your number.
All right.
I gotta catch Sean. So.
Go to.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you see all the things he did? This is before he loved her.
Yeah.
But he said, hey, can you pour this coffee for me? And that's something that people do to get other people who don't know you yet to like you. They know each other, but he's building this.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, can you pour me a coffee? And then in exchange, he says, would you like some milk? And he also does a lot of eye contact, and he moves closer, and then he moves away, being like, I want to be close, but also not too much. It's like a lot of rocking back and forth.
One thing that I think is really cool about this too is that because he's an agent, we know that this is intentional.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, that makes it like a little less creepy to me. Like, I don't know.
It's less creepy. Oh, because he's not.
Because he's not being a pickup artist for the sake of like picking.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time,
I'm not saying that
still...
it. Hold on, wait. I'm not saying it is less creepy.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying to me, it's less creepy.
That's why I wanted to say I understood where you're coming from.
And I don't know exactly why that is, but
no, it's okay to feel that way.
Yeah.
Because he's not trying to have sex with her just to have sex with her. He's trying to have sex with her so he can infiltrate all these things and completely betray her trust. Completely different.
I mean, I don't...
No.
Yeah.
I'm not trying... I understand the gut feeling. Like, because there's the logical feelings and then there's gut feelings.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to have gut feelings and not know exactly why you feel differently about it.
I think it's because when I think of it... Here's the thing. When I think of it as, like, this is a studied tactic to sleep with someone, that, to me, is creepier than this is a studied tactic to infiltrate this group and do some sort of, like, reconnaissance mission. Mm-hmm. That, to me, is the less creepy option than doing it for sex. And
even though he's still doing it for sex, but for sex in indirect ways.
I don't know that that's, like, part of, like, the mission directive is to have sex with her.
No, the mission directive was to have a relationship with her, a sexual relationship with her.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning he says she's going to be attracted to older men with blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So his mission directive was literally to make this woman fall in love with him, which implies sex. And it's still part of it. Basically, the storyline is she's all that. Because remember, you were right.
Yeah, she's all that. Like I said, it's
the storyline is she's all that because he needed to make the most unpopular girl in school become the most popular girl. So then he starts dating her, and then he falls in love with her for real and kills her rapist.
Yeah, kills her rapist, and they blow up a bridge.
That's what happens in She's All That.
That's the plot to She's All That. Sorry, spoilers for She's All That.
Is this just a ripoff of She's All That?
Yeah.
The romantic comedy from, like, the year 2000?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. before he became all the Mass Effect characters.
And Freddie Prinze Jr. plays a character in which he kills this girl's rapist and blows up a bridge, and he's a CIA agent. It's fine.
The most... Like,
sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I was just going to talk about She's All That.
Yeah.
It's really not important.
I'm thinking about this pipeline. Yeah. I need to focus. Yeah, me too.